Okay, that's DXY USD, little bit long-term view and trying to see what we could expect to happen. So that's my big ABC that I'm using too, with the other fib that we already saw, the big one here and this fib too. But here, so that's a monthly chart. If we go to the weekly, that's where we are now. I was looking at something that catch my attention, and that's what I'm looking for. I think we can look at the level after that, but my 2 cents is that we should make a double top in this area, double top, or take the stop up there, but that's what I'm looking for. I think we will do that first. We'll not first. I think we will go there, and I think that from there we will, when we will be there, we will bounce hard, come back, take some momentum here and bounce. It can be like this, it can be much deeper in another case. But if we do that, we would have probably, we would be building a kind of head and shoulder here. So that's not my favorite tools to use, as we know, but I look at everything that can be interesting. So if we would build this, this head and shoulder here, after testing this, that could be the neckline of this thing, we would have to come back there to complete the shoulder. So we would have something like this at the end with a bigger, let's see, let's put it here, something like that. So, and then of course we would go higher. At the same time, we can still look lower. So it's quite open. But on the long term, if we look at the long term fibs, the weekly, for example, if we look at the weekly, we see we are on a real, that was a great buy here with the 50 weekly. We see, and this 50% fib, we see we are on a really big, long momentum for now. So that's something to take in consideration. I still think, even if we have this big long momentum, I still think that we will dip some more before really breaking those high highs. I would like to know if this shoulder will be the end or if we go a little bit further, but that's what we need to look out. And as soon as we come back here, of course, get long and try to trend to trade the trend. So that's what we see. If we go to DXY, going there would make us see the yearly open area and a big resistance area. That would be the same on DXY here. We would dip in this area, and from there we would bounce. So something like exactly the same thing, but or we come back, then come here and bounce, and then go lower. As we said, it's the inverted thing of the euro dollar. We have the level, we have the open here, we have the previous low there. So that's what I think we will get. That's what I'm looking to get. And if we look now at the euro dollar, the same chart with our level, the tools we are using, what I'm using, so we would go there with this green and black level. That would be the double top here with the yearly open, which is this dotted line here. So we would go there. First, I would like to see something like this. I would like to see the euro dollar coming back. As I said at the beginning, I would like to see something like that coming back to this black, going there, and then we look for what I was speaking about, which was a kind of inverted head and shoulder or whatever, so that the head, that the shoulder and the neck shoulder would be there. So we would need to dip up to the 23.6 fib. And that's exactly what we would love to see, because in this case you see the head, the shoulder, head. So the next shoulder would need to come back in this area. So if we would, I think we will dip probably from this double top, we will dip back here, and then we will bounce, and then we could break this high. So that's the potential scenario we could have to see something like that, come back here, and then break this high. But I'm looking for this kind of pullback before. So or we pull back now on this black, go there and then down, or we go up directly, come back and turn low, turn higher. That's really what I'm looking for. So this level, as if we dip on the euro dollar, or when we will dip on the euro dollar, pull back on the euro dollar, we need to keep a close eye on this level, because that would be a great long entry, and I'm sure we would get a setup there, of course, when that would happen.